Harvard application. Rachel, that's great.
It's great if I get in, and I'm not going to get in if I don't get this done.
Okay, so this is going well then.
Less than 1 out of every 12 people who applies gets in. What if I'm not one of those people?
I don't know, maybe you'll get in somewhere else. You're kidding me.
I don't want to have a fallback.
You mean a backup? A logical plan B?
I want to go to Harvard.
Man, I love this show. And I'm so excited to share with you today one of my favorite moments from the series, when Rachel discovers Mike's secret. This scene is packed with useful, advanced expressions related to attending university, and so many other everyday terms that you can use to sound more confident and natural when you speak English. So let's jump into the first scene. But quickly, if you're new here, every single week we make new lessons like this to help you understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So join over 10 million English learners who are doing exactly that. Hit that subscribe button and the bell down below and you won't miss a single new lesson. So we've already seen that Rachel is desperate to get into Harvard. This is because it's her dream to work as a lawyer at this law firm, Pearson Hardman, just like Mike. But they only hire Harvard graduates. So let's see what happens with Rachel's application.
I didn't get into Harvard.
Listen to me, there are other schools.
Don't.
Yeah, I won't.
It wasn't that I wasn't good enough.
I know that.
It was Lewis,
What?
the interviewer. Apparently she and Lewis had a history, and...
Wait, she didn't let you in because of him?
Tell me about the day you found out.
Rachel, come on.
No. I need to hear how it felt from someone who got in, because I'll never hear that from myself.
Oh no, poor Rachel. So before we learn all of those advanced expressions that you saw highlighted in blue, let me give you a pro tip. Don't just learn with this lesson, experience it on the Real Life English app. Let me give you 4 big reasons. So first, you get vocabulary flashcards and writing exercises that use intelligent technology so that you remember expressions like fallback and to have a history forever. No more forgetting after just hours or even minutes. You get an interactive transcript. You can simply tap any other word that you don't know and boom, instant definition. No more needing to pause to look stuff up. Third, unlike YouTube, it's an ad-free, distraction-free experience, which really is the kind of environment you want for learning English, right? Finally, you can practice your speaking and discover other cultures in the global speak. And don't take my word for it. See for yourself why the app already has over 2 million downloads and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. So get instant access to the premium lesson for Suits by tapping the link down in the description below from your phone now. All right, first up, let's look at Get In.
Harvard application. Rachel, that's great.
It's great if I get in, and I'm not going to get in if I don't get this done.
Okay, so this is going well then.
All right, so this means to be accepted or admitted to a school, university, or program. When Rachel says, it's great if I get in, she's talking about being accepted to Harvard. It's super common to use this with schools. Later, Rachel says, get into instead of just get in.
I didn't get into Harvard.
If you have an object, you should use into. Otherwise, just use in. For example, you might say, I really hope I get into Stanford this year. I've been dreaming about getting in since high school. Now, Mike suggests Rachel might get in somewhere else if Harvard doesn't work out. This brings us to our next expression.
I don't want to have a fallback.
You mean a backup? A logical plan B?
These words mean the same thing. It's your second choice or alternative plan when your first choice doesn't work out. We also heard him call this a plan B. In the USA, most people will have a top choice when applying to universities, but they probably will also apply to a couple backup schools just in case. Check out these examples.
That's not the point. Come on, you love hockey.
I still like it, but hunting's my fallback.
Your fallback? Wait a minute. You're too young to have a fallback, okay, Nikki? And also, where did you ever even hear that word?
And hey, I'm guessing that you would like to be able to speak English more naturally and fluently, right? Right. Well, a key to this is connected speech. That's how we natives cut, reduce, and connect our words together in fluent speech. Now let's practice it together so that you can understand and speak more confidently.
Harvard application. Rachel, that's great.
It's great if I get in.
Do you notice how Rachel said this almost as if it were a single word? We have a couple instances of the American T here. When a T is between two vowel sounds, it usually morphs into a D sound. For example, butter instead of butter, or cat and dog instead of cat and dog. The T from great and get are both surrounded by vowels, so they morph, and all these words link together. Rachel didn't say, "It's great if I get in." She said, "It's great if I get in. It's great if I get in." The same thing happened later when she said, "What if I'm not one of those people?"
What if I'm not one of those people?
She doesn't say, "What if I'm?" She said, "What if I'm?" And your speaking will only get better through a lot of practice. So now you try.
Rachel, that's great.
It's great if I get in. It's great if I get in. What if I'm not one of those people? What if I'm not one of those people?
Moving on, a few episodes later, we get some bad news. Rachel didn't get accepted, and she's trying to understand why. So let's take a look at the advanced expressions we saw in that clip.
Why
I didn't get into Harvard.
Listen to me, there are other schools.
Don't.
Yeah, I won't.
It wasn't that I wasn't good enough.
So Rachel's expressing the problem was not that she didn't meet the high standards or requirements of Harvard Law School. The phrase, "to not be good enough," is commonly used when someone feels they don't qualify for something they wanted. For example, you might feel like your English isn't good enough, but maybe that's just because you haven't found a method that works effectively for you yet. Well, here at Real Life English, we try to provide that method for you, like with our vocabulary flashcards on our app that I mentioned earlier. These help you to remember new expressions forever, so that you never feel again like your English isn't good enough. Let me show you how those work. I'm going to pop open our lesson with Legally Blonde. Check out how amazing these are for adding new expressions to your long-term memory. All right, so I found the lesson for Legally Blonde. Let's open that. And normally you would watch the lesson here on the app and you have the interactive transcript and everything, but for now we're going to skip that. I'm just going to load the vocabulary flashcards anyway. All right, so I'm clicking practice. And you can choose how many words you want to learn depending on how much time you have. And you have both the flashcards and the writing exercises. You can do both or focus on just one or the other. Just for demonstration, let's just look at the flashcards for now. All right, so right away here we have a definition. Communication between two or more people. Which expression was used there that matches this definition? And you could show examples, that might be helpful. So their first was awkward, but they quickly became friends. Her friendly with customers made her a favorite at the store. Thinking about that one, I believe it's interaction. Let's see if that's right. Show answer.
Interaction.
So we even have the pronunciation there to help us, and we can now see both these examples filled out, right? So I remembered it, right? So it says here at the bottom, did you remember it, right? So you have yes, I remember that right away. So I select yes. That means that now it's probably not going to be shown to me again for a long time because it's already pretty fresh in my memory. All right, so the next one is a casual way to say goodbye, wishing the other person to relax and not stress. So let's look at the example again. Let's see, maybe I sort of remember that, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So I'm gonna say show answer.
Take it easy.
Oh, that's right, it was take it easy. So maybe I sort of remember that, but you know, I didn't fully remember every word. Maybe I just remembered it was something with easy. So I'll do sort of, which means that it'll be shown to me again more or less soon, but it'll wait a bit longer. All right, and then let's look at one more. Used to tell someone to hurry, encourage them, or express disbelief. I know you're tired, but we're so close to the top of the trail. I have no idea what that is. So I'm going to click show answer.
Come on.
Come on. Okay. Come on. I do know that one, but let's pretend that I didn't remember it at all. So I'm going to press no here. I didn't remember it. And that means it's going to be shown again really soon so that I can continue adding hooks to this and add it to my long-term memory. All right. And we're repeating this expression again. A casual way to say goodbye, wishing the person to relax and not stress. Do you remember what it was? I remember. It was take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Okay. So now seeing it again, I remembered it. So we'll wait a bit longer to study that one again. And then this one that we didn't remember at all before, but let's say that now I think really hard about it. I remember it was something that ended with on.
Come on.
Oh, that's right, come on. So let's say like it's sort of now. So it's gonna wait a bit longer. So you can really see how this can be really effective over time. And we just spent just a couple minutes there to add new vocabulary, new expressions to your long-term memory. So get access to the premium version of the Suits lesson for free right now. And never forget all the new expressions you're working hard to learn today by tapping the link in the description below on your phone. Moving on, Rachel mentions that the interviewer and Lewis had a history.
It was Lewis,
What?
the interviewer. Apparently she and Lewis had a history and...
Wait, she didn't let you in because of him?
This is a polite way to say two people had a romantic relationship or some kind of personal connection in the past. It's often used when you don't want to give all the details about what exactly happened between two people. For example, if two of your friends have a history, you might not feel comfortable hanging out with them at the same time, right?
Wait, she didn't let you in because of him?
To be let in means to be allowed to enter or join something. For example, you might not be let into a place you work by the security guard if you forgot your ID at home. In this context, it means the admissions interviewer didn't allow Rachel to be admitted to Harvard.
Tell me about the day you found out.
Rachel, come on.
Finally, Rachel asked Mike to tell her about when he found out he got into Harvard. In other words, she wants to hear the story of the day Mike received his acceptance letter. What did it feel like? Of course, if you're a fan of the show, you know this never happened because Mike lied about attending Harvard. Find out is a phrasal verb meaning to discover or learn information, often something you didn't know before. So you might also find out that you have a medical condition that needs to be treated. Or you might find out that there's a new restaurant in your neighborhood that has great reviews.
Rachel, come on.
This is a super common expression we use to offer encouragement or show frustration. Like if a friend of yours is too scared to try ordering their meal at a restaurant in English while you're traveling, you might encourage them by saying, "Come on, you can do it." Check out this other example.
She taught me how to climb.
Move, Forrest, you can do it.
Excuse me, ma'am. I think your things are in my seat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, come on.
You've got to be kidding me.
However, Mike is using it here because he doesn't believe it will be helpful for her to compare herself to him. All right, that was tense, but Rachel's not giving up. So in the next scene we will watch, she drafted a letter to try to get Harvard to change their mind, and she wants Mike to send it as an alumnus. That is, someone who graduated from there. Or so she believes.
This is to Harvard.
I'm going over Sheila Sass's head and telling them everything that happened. Well, you are.
Rachel, you
No,
can't.
come on. You said it yourself. It is not right that I'm being denied admission because someone's punishing Lewis.
It's not, but I can't sign this.
Why not?
It's hearsay.
Are you going to help me or not?
I'll help you. This is to Harvard.
I'm going over Sheila Sass's head and telling them everything that happened.
Amazing expression here. To go over someone's head means to not accept an answer from someone and contact their boss or another person with more authority. It's like jumping over them in the chain of command. For example, imagine that your manager won't accept your vacation request. You could go over her head by talking to her boss.
Rachel, you
No,
can't.
come on. You said it yourself. It is not right that I'm being denied admission because someone's punishing Lewis.
What do you think she means when she says she's being denied admission to Harvard? She's being refused acceptance by the admissions officer? She's being threatened by the admissions officer. She's angry at Lewis. Right. It's the same as the expression we saw earlier, to be let in, but more formal. You were refused entry or acceptance to a school, program, or place.
It's not, but I can't sign this.
Why not?
It's hearsay.
Finally, Mike mentions that sending this letter would be hearsay, a legal term we can hear often in suits. Hearsay is information you heard from someone else, not something you witnessed yourself. It's often not considered reliable evidence because it's secondhand information. Of course, we know that Mike is just making excuses, because if he were to write Harvard, his secret would be discovered. Check out this other example.
So you better have a good reason why you're in here asking to reopen this case.
We do, Your Honor. We found Leonard Bailey's alibi.
What they found is nothing but hearsay.
So Rachel thinks that she didn't get in because of Lewis's affair with the Harvard admissions officer, Sheila. However, she wasn't accepted simply because she didn't meet Harvard's strict criteria.
She didn't get in because they didn't think she was good enough.
You have to tell her the real truth.
Lewis was too afraid of hurting Rachel's feelings to tell her the truth. And obviously, Mike can't send the letter because he'd be found out. In the final clip from today, we'll see what happens when Rachel finds out that Mike didn't send the letter and confronts him.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter, and you're being cagey with me right now. You're lying to me. Because it's always something. It is always some secret or some story or some lie. It's
understand.
I don't understand what.
You don't understand what I have been through. I am not ready to lose you.
Then tell me.
I never went to Harvard. I'm a fraud.
All right, so it seems like everything has come together. Stick around until the test at the end to see what happens next. For now, let's break down the powerful expressions that we heard there.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter, and you're being cagey with me right now.
Wow, what a great advanced word here. When someone is cagey, they're being secretive, evasive, or unwilling to give direct answers. They're hiding something or being mysteriously unclear about their responses.
Why were you hiding this?
I don't want to talk about it.
Aw, cute.
Oh, where'd that come from?
It's my mom's. She's being very cagey. We think something's stashed in the head.
Let's get some more speaking practice in. We saw a really nice example here of connected speech.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter.
So it just feels like this phrase got smashed together, doesn't it? First, the most common sound in English is the schwa, sound. If this doesn't exist in your native language, then it's essential you master it. As usually happens, the article the here had its vowel reduced to a schwa, so the, not the. The d from second links to the pronoun I. Secondai. Secondai. We have both a reduction to a schwa and the American T we saw earlier with to. So instead of came to, she says came da. Let's put it all together. She didn't say the second I came to you. She said the second I came to you. The second I came to you. Again, if you want to become a natural English speaker, you need lots of practice. So listen to Rachel again and try to say it just like she did.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter. Since the second I came to you about the letter.
Next, we heard Mike say that he's been through and lost a lot.
I don't understand.
I don't understand
You
what.
don't understand what I have been through. I am not ready to lose you.
The expression to go through something or to be through something means to experience something difficult, challenging, or painful. It often refers to tough times or hardships. Check out these examples.
Look, I know you're upset and frustrated that your friend is going through something and he ran off instead of turning to you for help.
They just all act so immature.
Well, they are immature. They're teenagers. They haven't been through what you've been through.
Then tell me.
I never went to Harvard.
This is a hugely iconic moment in the series. The instant where Mike decides to stop lying to Rachel. And he used an advanced definition of go. Go to a school means to attend or study at that institution. When Mike finally admits, I never went to Harvard, he's saying he never attended or studied there as a student. For example, I went to the University of Colorado for my undergraduate and to Pompeu Fabra for my master's. And finally, the big reveal. I'm a fraud.
I'm a fraud.
A fraud is someone who pretends to be something they're not in order to deceive people.
What's wrong?
Roz, I'm not a teacher.
Oh, Ned. A substitute is a teacher?
No, I'm not a teacher. I'm a fraud.
No, you're not.
All right, awesome work, but you're not done yet. This is actually the most important part. You need to put to the test everything that you learned today by watching the scene a final time without subtitles so that you can really see how much better you're able to comprehend after all of that studying. And if you feel like you missed some things, then the vocabulary flashcards are going to help you a lot. So again, remember, there's that link in the description below so you can get free access to the premium lesson now. Also, we have added a little bit more of the scene at the end so you can see what happens next. Let's do this.
Harvard application. Rachel, that's great.
It's great if I get in, and I'm not going to get in if I don't get this done.
Okay, so this is going well then.
Less than 1 out of every 12 people who applies gets in. What if I'm not one of those people?
I don't know, maybe you'll get in somewhere else.
What's the difference between go to Harvard and get into Harvard? Get into Harvard means to be accepted, admitted. Go to Harvard means to actually attend as a student.
You're kidding me.
I don't want to have a fallback.
You mean a backup? A logical plan B?
I want to go to Harvard.
Why?
I didn't get into Harvard.
Listen to me, there are other schools.
Don't.
Yeah, I won't.
It wasn't that I wasn't good enough.
I know that.
It was Lewis,
What?
the interviewer. Apparently she and Lewis had a...
Complete this sentence. If two people have a complicated relationship because of past romance, they have a... history.
Apparently she and Lewis had a history and...
Wait, she didn't let you in because of him?
Tell me about the day you found out.
Rachel, come on.
No. I need to hear how it felt from someone who got in because I'll never hear that from myself.
This is to Harvard.
I'm Sheila Sass's head.
Complete this sentence. The customer service agent wasn't being helpful, so I decided to, her head, by asking to speak to the manager. The customer service agent wasn't being helpful, so I decided to go over her head by asking to speak to the manager.
I'm going over Sheila Sass's head and telling them everything that happened. Well, you are.
Rachel, you can't...
No, come on. You said it yourself. It is not right that I'm being denied admission because someone's punishing Lewis.
It's not, but I can't sign this.
Why not?
Information you heard from someone else, but did not witness yourself is called listen say, hear talk, hearsay.
It's hearsay.
Are you gonna help me or not?
I'll help you.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter, and you're being cagey with me right now.
If someone is being cagey, they are acting like they're in a cage, being secretive and evasive, feeling very energetic.
You're lying to me.
Not.
Because it's always something. It is always some secret or some story or some lie. It's
don't understand.
I don't understand
You
what.
don't understand what I have been through. I am not ready to lose you.
Then tell me.
I never went to Harvard. I'm a fraud.
So if you hadn't seen that before and you're anything like the first time that I saw it, you certainly weren't expecting that kiss. This is an awesome series. I highly recommend that you check it out if you haven't yet. And if you are a fan of it, or if you simply want to get to know it a little bit better, you might want to check out this lesson next.
Mike Ross? Hi. I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I'm not interested.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me. I've given dozens of these, and without fail, whatever new hotshot it is thinks that because I'm just a paralegal, that I will somehow be blown away by his dazzling degree. Let me assure you, I won't.